How you doing, guys? How you doing? Trucker G here.
And Mrs. G.
We'll get ready for a rant. It's
Oh,
that time.
Lord.
It's that time.
He didn't tell me before I pressed record.
Yeah, I didn't give her a heads up. It's going to be a rant. I'm getting tired of looking on Facebook, and I'm getting tired of hearing it all over the place. These brokers are screwing us. These brokers this, these brokers that. They're complaining about the rates. The problem's easy. And I said it a million times, and I'll keep saying it till I'm red in the face or blue in the face, whatever you want to say it. The problem is us. We're the problem. Stop taking these loads for cheap. We got to stop expecting the government to bail us out and hold our hands and try to fix things. We already know how the government fixes things. They make everything worse. They always do. You stop taking the cheap freight, there wouldn't be no cheap freight. Problem solved. Just drivers got to have a backbone and finally stand up. When are you going to finally stand up and have a backbone and do something about it? We're real good at bitching about it. You know, I was watching the news earlier, and we'll just kind of get off track a little bit here. I was watching the news earlier, and they were talking about, you know, wanting regulations for social media for our kids. Whatever happened to parenting?
It's a good question.
You know, it's the same thing with the trucking industry. You keep saying you want transparency, you want the government to do this, and the government to step in to do that. We can solve our problems ourselves in this country and in this industry.
Without the government.
Without the government's help. The government wasn't there to tell us how to run our businesses. The government wasn't put there to teach us how to raise our children.
Nope.
But so many people expect it. And when things start going bad, that's the first thing they start bitching about. Well, what's the government going to do about these books in the library? What is the government going to... You know what? Start voting people into office, you know, from your school boards on up, that actually care about the kids. And the same thing goes with the trucking industry. Start voting people into office that cares about the industry. You can't bitch about these brokers and cheap freight if you're going to continue to keep hauling the cheap freight. At what point do we just say, you know what, I've had enough? I just don't get it.
I don't know, how much worse does it have to get in order for everyone to throw their hands up and say, you know what, we're done.
You know, you get drivers that all of a sudden they finally open their eyes and now they want to do something, and well, let's go on strike. Well, we're going to strike on November 1st. Well, the problem is nobody knows that anybody's going on strike. And the other part of the people say, well, I can't afford to go on strike. You can't afford not to. But until enough people get behind it, then it is pointless. You know, 10 trucks ain't going to do a damn thing. Just like 10 people ain't going to do a damn thing.
Well, you've seen how many people that it didn't matter whether they were truck drivers or not joined the convoy.
Well, on the convoy, we were 6 miles long at one point. You know, that wasn't even a drop in a bucket. That wasn't even 1% of the country. It was minuscule. I mean, yeah,
it looked like a lot.
It was great to see that many people that cared, that many people out on the overpasses that cared. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I don't understand. I don't understand what it's going to take for people to finally grow a backbone, set their differences aside, and stand together. We all want the same thing in life. We all want to put a box of macaroni and cheese on the table to feed our family. We all want to put a roof over our family's head. And we just want to be left alone. I don't know. That's kind of my rant for today. I can go on, but it seems like it's just a waste of breath.
All right.
I hate to be negative, guys, but tell me if I'm wrong. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.